Now, still talking movies, Nigerian filmmaker Justin Edet raises awareness on the need to curb recurring sexual abuse in new movie Virgin Mary. Now, the movie shot in Sierra Leone chronicles a true life story. Details as we shed spotlight on the filmmaker.
Rising filmmaker Justin Edet sounds a clarion call on the need to put a halt to the recurrent issue of sexual abuse in the society in his new drama, Virgin Mary. As fate would have it, but unknown to him, his journey to Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone, would birth a true life story, contrary to his initial plans to create a biopic.
I was actually planning for a biopic. The project I was actually looking at is to make one biopic movie. While I was still talking to some known names, because we've not really solidified, we've not, signed any agreement yet. Maybe that will allow me to use their name, their stories for the movie. My friend actually invited me for a program in Freetown. So when while traveling, I was just thinking it would be a good opportunity for me to make a movie while in Freetown, but I didn't have any story. So funny enough, in the hotel I was staying, I spent over like 2 weeks in that hotel. A lady met me and I was filming, an advert for a company, and the lady told me something like that she's been wanting to meet a filmmaker. I asked her, why do you want to meet a filmmaker? What is it about? And she started she wants a story to be told, So when we sat down, she started narrating her story, it was so touchy, something people need to see.
Moving to the city with my aunt, my ambition became unsure.
That's my second time traveling to Freetown, but before then I visited Freetown 2012. Just 10 years behind. It's been a long time till that last year when I visited. One thing didn't change. The people are very mild. They are not over ambitious, you understand? When you're filming an environment, you tell someone, hey, come, or sometimes you are tense up, you're saying things, and the people it's nothing, they are not, you don't need to shout, take it easy, I'm fine, stuff like that. So I'm from Nigeria, and sometimes our way to get your way, when you talk, the person responds, you're on the same page. But when I tried it once or twice, I realized it's not in their character. So I was beginning to, adjust to their ways, even though sometimes you might think people not talking or people not behaving the way you want them, it makes it slow. It's not really so, because I was able to learn that the approach does not really matter, but just convey your message. I'm fine. You don't really need to shout at me, I'm fine.
Mary, you're very beautiful, right? And I want to make you know that. I know say the way your mama treats you, not good. If you miss safe, your papa go down well with me. Yeah, so if you are I want to make you only book land in next one.
The film tells the story of a young lady who is abducted by members of her family and also centers on the traumas she is left to deal with.
My mother felt I was promiscuous. Though my father felt otherwise, my teacher felt I was associated with a bad friend.
So as a filmmaker, I know movies to inform, educate, and to entertain. So Virgin Mary is about abuse. It's about a young girl that was actually adopted by her own relative, and what happened to her from the age 6 to the age 28. All the ordeal, all what she went through is Virgin Mary.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
He believes the aim of every film production should be to inform, educate, and entertain the audience.
Traditionally said I was pregnant. Dragged to the hospital. The doctor said I was pregnant.
I totally agree that when you're making a movie, you want to make it as real as possible. So, like I said earlier, if movie is all about, you know, educating people, informing people, entertainment, let's take entertainment away. So when you're informing people, obviously you don't want, it's not possible that you want to inform someone and you don't want the same thing. You want to educate someone, you don't want what you're educating the person on to influence the person. That's not true. So in my own opinion, I feel that whatever is not real to me, I don't want to direct such a movie. For example, I have a lot of things I don't want to do. You know, when you give me a story, I go through the story. If the story is a fiction, yeah, so it has to be fiction. But if the story is what you want me to, like a make-believe, yeah. So for example now, I want to tell a story about Lagos, how young people survive on the street. I don't want to give wrong impression what is not obtainable on the street, because there are a lot of information out there that are not verifiable, you understand? People say things they are not sure of. People say things that me personally, I don't even believe in. And once I don't believe in your story, I cannot direct your story because I don't know how to direct that. Because as a filmmaker, as a director, first of all, I want to think like an actor. Then also I want to think like the audience. So how can I convey this message for the audience, for it to be convincing enough for the audience to believe that this is how it works?
I have never been successful.
He also looks forward to working with certain big names in the movie industry.
My heartbreak worsened when my stomach protruded, and everyone concluded I was pregnant. If you are a teenager, sit back and watch my review. This true life story of a lone girl in Freetown. Ma